Once upon a time, in a small town, there lived a father named Tom and his young daughter named Ellie. Tom was a single father, having lost his wife shortly after Ellie was born. Despite the challenges, he dedicated his life in providing for Ellie and ensuring she felt loved and supported. Ellie was a curious and lovely child, and Tom, Ellie's father, did everything he could to nurture her interest. He worked as a mechanic during the day, and in the evenings, he often found himself at the kitchen table, helping Ellie to cook and helping her with her homework or crafting small projects together with Ellie. On weekends, they usually go out at local parks and sometimes just took a long drive with no particular destination, chatting about everything and anything. As Ellie grew, so did her inspirations. She developed a passion for art and often spoke of becoming an artist. Recognizing her talent and determination, Tom, her father, saved up a little amount of money to help her buy art supplies, enrolling her in an art classes. Then her father, Tom, transformed the small garage into a studio where she could paint and arrange her artworks. When the time came for Ellie to go to college, the expenses seemed overwhelming. Tom, her father, took an extra time and even part-time jobs, cutting down on his own expenses whenever he could. He never complained, driven by the vision of seeing Ellie succeed and do what she loved. Ellie graduated with honors and soon became a successful artist. At her first big gallery show, she publicly thanked her father, attributing her success to his unwavering love and support. Tom, her father, standing proudly in the crowd, felt overwhelming with joy. He knew all the sacrifice were worth it, seeing his daughter living her dream. This story of Tom and Ellie signifies a father's unconditional love and height he will go to ensure his child has the opportunity to chase their dreams and find happiness. This story is a simple story of everyday love and sacrifice that resonates with anyone who understands the profound bond between a parent and child. After Ellie's successful gallery event, life continued, rich with both challenges and achievements. Tom, her father, is now getting older, feeling the years of hard work weigh on his shoulders. However, his spirit remains as resilient as ever, especially when it comes to supporting Ellie. Ellie's artwork took her across the country and even overseas, creating new opportunities but also new distance between her father and Ellie. Despite the physical distance, their bond remained strong. They talked frequently on the phone, sharing daily events and milestones. Ellie always made sure to send Tom, her father, tickets to her major events whenever they were in the world, ensuring he could be there to share the moment with her. As Ellie's fame grew, so did her opportunities to go back to her father. She arranged for Tom, her father, to take a long-deserved vacation. Tom, her father, eventually agreed and traveled to some places he had only known through books and stories he had shared with Ellie during her childhood. During one of his visits to an event in New York, Ellie arranged a special evening. After the gallery closed to the public, she took Tom, her father, on a private tour of her latest collection, which Ellie's father did not know about. Ellie's father was inspired by their life journey together. Each piece told a story about their adventure, her childhood dreams, and her sacrifice. The last piece was a portrait of Tom, painted from her old photograph Ellie cherished from her youth. Tears welled up in Tom's eyes as he looked at the painting, his heart full of pride and joy, immortalized in his daughter's work. The evening ended with a small gathering of close friends and family, where Ellie spoke about her father's love and the foundational role it played not just in her career, but in shaping who she had become as a person. Tom, her father, overwhelmed and grateful, realized that his great achievement was not the hard work, but the sacrifice and the strong, loving relationship he had nurtured with her daughter Ellie. Ellie and her father had an unbreakable bond that transcended time and distance. This bond, filled with support and mutual respect, is what truly defines the essence of parental love. Years passed, and both Tom and Ellie's life continued to develop. Tom eventually retired from his job as a mechanic, giving him more time to indulge in his hobbies he had put aside. But he mostly looked forward to Ellie's visit. She made it a point to spend time with her father between her travels and shows, cherishing the quiet and everyday moments they spent together. One particular day, Ellie decided to spend a few months back in their hometown to work on a new project inspired by her childhood memories. She moved back into her old room, and their home was filled again with the familiar sound and rhymes of their daily routines. For Tom, having Ellie back home, even temporarily, was a joy that filled his days with laughter and his heart with warmth. During this time, Ellie noticed that Tom, her father, was getting too forgetful and sometimes struggled with tasks that were once second nature. With concern, Ellie arranged for her father to see a doctor, and they discovered that Tom was in the early stages of dementia. The news was a blow to both of them, but Ellie handled it with grace and determination, just as her father had taught her. Ellie adjusted her schedule to support her father, organizing their home to make it safer and more comfortable for him as he needed to grow. She instilled reminders around the house and made sure they spent as much time as possible talking, walking in the park, and revisiting old albums to keep his memories alive. Tom, even in his confused moments, always brightened up when Ellie was around. He might not always remember the details of the present, but the deep-seated love he had for his daughter was evident in the way his eyes lit up with recognition whenever she entered the room. As they sat in the backyard, Tom turned to Ellie with a clarity that had been rare and said, "You know, I may not remember everything these days, but I do know you are my little girl and I love you very much. Thank you for being here." Ellie hugged him, tears mingling with smiles, knowing that no matter what the future held, their bond was unbreakable. The story of Tom's love for Ellie developed from acts of sacrifice and support to become one of enduring present and unconditional love. The love between a parent and a child remains constant, a guiding light through all life seasons. As Tom's condition progressed, Ellie found ways to adapt to the new reality of their life together. She turned their home into a safe place filled with love and patience. They developed new routines, ones that accommodated Tom's need while allowing him to feel useful and engaged. Ellie introduced simple activities they could enjoy together, like gardening, which Tom found calming and joyful. During this time, Ellie realized the importance of their local community. Neighbors who knew Tom as the kind mechanic who once helped fix their car now offered their help in return. They visited, sometimes bring meals, other times just to sit and chat, filling the house with friendly voice and laughter. This sense of community support was a new layer of love developing Tom's life, showing him he was valued not just by his daughter but by the community. On Tom's better days, when his mind seems clearer, Ellie took him for drives around their town. They visited familiar spots, the local dinner where they used to have their breakfast. As years went by, Ellie found strength she never knew she had, fueled by her father's enduring love. She learned that caring for her father wasn't just about looking after his health, but about honoring the man he was and the relationship that defines so much of who she had become. She became his protector, his historian, and his closest companion. In the end, Tom's journey through dementia was as gentle as Ellie could make it, filled with love and respect. Every day a tribute to the life he had lived and the love he has given. When Tom finally passed away, Ellie was at peace, knowing that she had given her father the same unconditional love he had always shown her. So guys, if you love and enjoyed this video, please do well to subscribe to my channel and like, comment on the comment section. See you guys on my next video. Bye.